everyone, and welcome to another episode of Code Blue, dedicated to all things unidentified, brought to you by Bluebook.tv, the platform of the unexplained. Please check it out. It's free. I am Thor, and thank you for listening. The topic of this episode: Oumuamua and the Galileo Project. Avi Loeb, a theoretical physicist, Harvard professor of science, and a tenured chair of the Harvard School of Astronomy, risked his lifelong and stellar reputation by stating that the first known interstellar object, an asteroid/comet named Oumuamua, that in 2017 was observed to enter our solar system, first of its kind, might be artificial. It arrived on a steep trajectory towards the Sun, only to curve around its gravitational forces and continue at an angle on its journey to exit our solar system in the opposite direction. It wasn't so much the trajectory that caught Professor Loeb's interest. It was its speed, more specifically, its changes in speed. You see, Oumuamua, which was first discovered by Robert Wyrick at the Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii, and therefore draws its name from the Hawaiian name of a messenger from extremely far away, did something not expected from asteroids or comets, or predicted by the laws of physics and gravity as we know them. At a size of roughly 300 to 3,000 feet in length, but only 100 to 300 feet in width, made its shape kind of that of a sausage or a cigar, while it rotated at a rate to be expected by a heliocentric asteroid, the only comp we have. It defied the laws of gravity, which dictates it should speed up as it approaches the Sun, affected by its gravitational pull, and then it would slow down as it continued out of the solar system, away from the Sun, by the effect of the Sun's gravity pulling at it. Instead, the messenger from extremely far away did the opposite. It slowed down as it approached the Sun, and then sped up as it moved away from it, defying the known laws of celestial mechanics. It further exhibited no dust tail, characteristic of asteroids resulting from melting ice caused by sun rays. Wild new theories abound, like melting nitrogen ice creating propulsion, outbursts from inner explosions, outgassing, in other words, like a comet, or a previously unknown magnetic field, perhaps interacting with the Sun. But these explanations fail to describe its behavior one by one, as the interstellar visitor did not visibly exhibit a long tail of evaporating material, a coma, characteristic of a comet. Avi Loeb then came forward, with all normal explanations exhausted, to suggest Oumuamua might well be intelligently controlled to defy the laws of gravity as observed. And he added its unusual shape, which is like no other celestial body we've ever observed. It looks more like a craft than a rock, to support his hypothesis. As the Oumuamua asteroid disappeared from sight in 2019, and little more could be concluded, a new myth and sensation was born. While to many, Avi Loeb had irrevocably hurt his professional credibility to propose such an outlandish theory, and already faced ridicule by many of his colleagues. Fast forward to July 29th, 2021, mere 4 days after the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released the preliminary assessment report on unexplained aerial phenomena. Avi Loeb announced the formation of Project Galileo, named after the famous Italian astronomer who not only invented the telescope, but was the founding father of observational astronomy, and an avid supporter of Copernicus' heliocentric theory, which not only suggested that the sun was the center of our solar system, but that the Earth was actually not flat. The Romans in the 15th century considered him a fool. Yeah, there's a theme here. Avi Loeb's Project Galileo, further inspired by Oumuamua, will pursue a systematic search of the skies above Earth, throughout our solar system and in outer space, for artificial objects of extraterrestrial origin, possible space probes, active sensors, or long-defunct astroarchaeological artifacts. Anything that suggests the hand of intelligence involved. Within 2 weeks of his announcement, Professor Loeb received $1.7 million in grants and investments, with a simple sticky note attached that stated, to quote the professor, "Do with it whatever you think is right." End quote. Now, let's not confuse this project with SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, which has been publicly and privately funded since 1960, focused on listening for radio signatures that exhibit redundancy, deliberate frequency change, or other patterns that suggest artificial or intelligent origins. Additionally, Professor Loeb has made a public statement that somewhat disagrees with the conclusions made in the preliminary assessment report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, namely, that the investigation into the unidentified aerial phenomena, in his view, belongs to the realm of science and is best served in the hands of scientists, and not in the hands of the military, or, and I quote, "You wouldn't ask a plumber to bake a cake," end quote, in the words of Avi Loeb. Bring in the scientists, the astronomers, the archaeologists, the investigators, and photo analysts, of course. However, Code Blue believes that we are at a time of an urgent crisis for the planet and for humanity's future, and under such circumstances, what is required is all hands on deck. Military, government, scientists, and the multitudes of civilian investigators, reporters, journalists, analysts, archaeologists, researchers with multidisciplinary expertise and backgrounds, all brought to bear to shed light on the unexplained phenomena as a whole. What we know is that they, the intelligence behind the UAPs or UFOs, appear pretty much to decide what we get to see and encounter at will, aside from the occasional accidents and crashes. But they do leave signatures, marks, messages, and some are deliberate. There is strong evidence to suggest that self-evolution of mankind is a requirement for them to reveal themselves. Quote, "A new world awaits us if we can take it." End quote. It is therefore up to us to investigate and understand their meaning and study sightings on Earth and in the skies above, the archaeology at home across the solar system and its celestial bodies, whether heliocentric or traversing through our solar system. We find ourselves, as a civilization, in an era of rapid, advanced technology, yet our spirituality, environmental and societal governance, and simple coexistence is faltering. We're not advancing mentally or spiritually. Code Blue believes the reasons being the absence of open-mindedness, general compassion, and intellectual curiosity, all required for intellectual as well as emotional growth, instead of a denial of the complex reality we currently call the paranormal. To quote an airport traffic controller at Chicago O'Hare, without a name, "Even if I saw a UFO, I still wouldn't believe they exist." End quote. Or a Harvard professors, opposing Avi Loeb's point of view, to quote Alan Steinfeld, "Even if they were real, I would still not believe in it." End quote. The para part in paranormal is simply a denial of the other side of reality, all things unexplained and unidentified. In order to break away from this arrested development and evolve again, we must embrace the unexplained, seek to explain it, understand it, and accept its reality. Because in doing so, we enable our own evolution again, where we grow spiritually as well as intellectually, along with our science and technology, to understand our universe and our place within it. By discovering the real world we live in, we safeguard our own future. Right now, it's about data gathering and analysis, and we applaud Professor Avi Loeb for his openness, the pursuit of his intellectual curiosity, and selfless honesty in following the logic of scientific observation. We wish him and the Galileo project the best of success. We'll be watching and waiting for your findings with anticipation and appreciation. You can watch or listen to this and other podcasts of the Code Blue series on Project Bluebook and Bluebook.tv. Please check it out. It's free. This has been a Code Blue for all things unexplained and unidentified. Please subscribe, and each day, let's show some compassion and kindness. I am Thor, and thanks for listening. See you next time.